Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. My voice is no better today, so I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. But I do have a couple things that I've written down for today to kind of go over. I'm almost complete with all of the evaluation and feedback for the first speech. I think there's like 4 of you left, and so grades are entered for everybody but about 4 of you. And the feedback, I'm getting ready to run to another class to teach a face-to-face class right now, but I'm looking to hopefully have all the feedback scanned in and emailed back to everybody by about 5 o'clock tonight. So obviously I'm nowhere near a computer or a scanner until my face-to-face classes are over. So anyhow, just thought I would let you know that at least grades are posted, and then feedback will be coming shortly. A couple things to remind you about for your next speech, because some of you should be working on that now. One, no need to introduce yourself. If you're coming to class, we'll know who you are. You've signed up, things like that. If you're presenting via video and submission, your audience there knows who you are. And clearly I know who you are because you've submitted your video. So please don't introduce yourself for the next speech. Just start with your attention-getting strategy and your presentation. For this next speech, The Musical Me, I have standardized your body points. So everyone will have 3 body points. I have determined based on the requirement sheet what each body point should contain. So make sure that you are consulting that requirement sheet as to what should exist or be a part of each of those body points. So that's something to think about. I noticed in watching a lot of the presentations that the preview of what your body was going to be was really strong for some, not so strong for others. Always make sure as you preview what your main points are going to be that you're as specific as possible. Academic public speaking is fairly formulaic, meaning that we follow a formula. And so make sure that you adhere to that. And part of that is letting us know what your body points would be. Similarly, your summary should also reference back to your body points. Make sure that you're all consulting the requirement sheets for each speech. I noticed that some of you, I docked points because you didn't list everything that was asked of you from the requirement sheet for the speech. So while it is an outline, I do have in each requirement sheet some things that I'd like to see as part of that outline. So make sure that you're reading that and before you submit your outlines. Those of you that recorded your videos, I want to remind you that the state of Illinois says that you cannot edit your videos. So that means no starting and stopping. And there were a couple glitches for some of you in the first speech, and I understand that. But now that you've gone through that process once, you now know. And so for speech 2 and 3, if there is an edit that I can detect within the speech, I will not grade that presentation, and that does not work to your advantage. So you want to make sure that you are submitting an unedited film. And some of you did a really good job of that. You were like holding the video, showing your audience. You'd give it to somebody, the camera, or you'd go put your phone in the back of the room. All kinds of things. But for some of you, I could tell that you kind of manipulated some different things. You can't do that. So keep that in mind. I want to appreciate how many of you submitted your videos for the fully online aspect. You guys, it was great to see you guys active in that, and I'm hoping that you continue that as well. Those of you who came to class, thank you for coming. It was great to meet you and good to see you again. The Blackhawks do play on Monday again, so clearly if you're a Blackhawks fan and you want to watch the game, I highly recommend recording your video in advance of that so that you can enjoy your evening and watching the Blackhawk game. I'm going to assume that if you submitted your video last time and you did not come to class, I'm going to assume that you're going to submit your video again. If you came to class last time, I'm going to assume that you're coming back to class for your second speech, unless you tell me otherwise. So at this point, I'm expecting the same in-class people, same submissions. If something changes, then I would ask that you please let me know. Finally, for your next speech, there is no PowerPoints, there's no pictures. You are asked to incorporate music as part of your presentation. So read the requirement sheet clearly. You will have 30 seconds to a minute of some music within your presentation. So you got to figure out when you can play that. And you can play it whenever you want, in the introduction, in the first body point, third body point. The goal is to make sure that your music accents what you are saying. And clearly, if you read the requirement sheet, you're going to understand what that truly means. Keep working hard. Everybody have a great day. Email me if you have questions. We'll talk to you soon.